Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's boy Sam from Art of Training here, and today we'll be looking at NAKD once again. So today we're going to be looking at the short interest data for NAKD and really understanding what is currently going on within this stock at the moment. We have seen a lot of heavy manipulation at the moment, a lot of naked shorting happening. It's very difficult to actually show what's going on because it hasn't been like a massive spike down. But I think because of the new rule that was implemented by the DTCC, they can now only short on an uptick. So what they're doing is when the stock upticks, they are bringing the stock back down. So that is why we're seeing a very mellow point within the price action of NAKD at the moment. It's just slowly bleeding out, and I believe that is due to the DTC ruling, which I think was brought out sometime like sort of at the start of May, like sort of end of April. So as you can see right now, we are currently in a bearish flag. I mean, you know, there's nothing too much to say about this really. Let me just quickly bring this up a little bit so it's more in line. So as you can see here, we have pretty much 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touch points of support going downwards and a downward trend, which is fine. I mean, you know, we all knew this was going to happen. We all knew that this was going to be heavily manipulated, so it is what it is. And as you can see for the resistance, we currently have a downward resistance, so that indicates it's in a bearish flag. However, what I think we're going to see is at some point NAKD can go down so low, and my current prediction is that around the 22nd we will see a breakout. Now, obviously, the market will open sort of around, well, it will open back on Monday. So I think today we'll see much the same again. I reckon NAKD will bleed out a little bit more. And then I think that we're going to see a strong Monday. I think we'll be able to break out of this bearish trend and potentially push into some bullish action. And, you know, this is all my opinion, and I just want to make it clear that I'm in no way, shape, or form a financial advisor. I've got to do my disclaimer at the start, so please take anything I say with a pinch of salt. I'm simply a university student studying business and management, and that is all. Remember, stocks are battlefields. Be sure to do your own research, your own due diligence for entering into the battlefield. I only scout the battlefield for you, however, I cannot fight the battle for you. So, I just have to put that disclaimer in there because I see a lot of comments saying, you know, you've got to put a disclaimer. Yeah, okay, we remember it today, so be sure to remember that in any future videos, and I will put it at the start of every video anyway. So, you know, today in the pre-market we are looking up. However, I do believe that we may see a little bit of negative price action today, and that's just due to I think that HEDGIES are going to want to make us see red over the weekend, and I think that's going to happen with AMC as well. I mean, what's AMC looking like at the moment? I mean, AMC, it saw a very nice day yesterday, but because it went up to 60, I imagine what they'll do is they may bring the price back down to around the 55 mark, just so like us retail investors see red all weekend. So, you know, it puts fear in our heads over the weekend. But in all honesty, I'm not worried at all. They can do whatever they want, really. We all know the true benefit of NAKD. I mean, I scream for the hilltops. I know what this stock's true worth is, and, you know, I'm not concerned in my position whatsoever. And, you know, in actual fact, I'm probably going to be buying the dip if it keeps going down this route. So, you know, that's my opinion though. Obviously, you don't follow my advice blindly. Like, just do your own research as well. So looking at the moving average volume. So as you can see here, we have seen a fair amount of volume yesterday. I mean, actually now 41 million volume for NAKD is actually quite low. I mean, that was a pretty bad day yesterday. Considering NAKD's moving average volume is around 90, it's normally around 99 million, almost 100 million, right? So, you know, the fact there was only 41 million yesterday probably didn't help the fact that, you know, we saw this downward trend. But there's not as much hype around the stock because we have seen this negative price action, and it's understandable. I mean, you know, people are whistling down, and right now, probably in the stock right now are probably the true apes. They're probably going to hold it till the end. So yeah, that's what's been happening at the moment. Look at the MACD. MACD's been bearish for quite a while now. You know, we did see this bullish crossover up here, but we have seen some bearish action on the MACD. But, you know, you see today, we are seeing a slight potential bullish cross today. So that'll be interesting to keep an eye on, and we may break out of it. I mean, the likelihood is, in my opinion, we will probably stay bearish today, and then I reckon we'll spring out of this sort of Monday area. So yeah, looking at the exponential moving average, again, bearish. We are currently in the lower brackets of this exponential moving average, but we have seen a little bit of an uptick, sort of bordering on that upper bracket of the exponential moving average, which is good stuff, which will play us in good stead for when market opens on Monday, in my opinion. So looking at the normal moving average as well, again, very similar story. There's a lot of stuff going on here, and I think this is due to a lot of manipulation around this area here. Let me enlarge that for you. You see like a lot of crossovers here. Like, it's very, very strange stuff that we're seeing. And looking at the volume as well, the BOLL is a good indicator as well. So, we did see a little bit of positive price action. We saw a bit of overbuying in the pre-market or pre and post-market, which is very positive to see, considering we have seen this stock be quite oversold in the last couple of days. So, the fact that we're seeing a bit of overbuying again is a very, very good sign. Now, another indicator for the buying power is the RSI. And as you can see, we were oversold for quite a while yesterday. And then for some reason, the pre and post market, we saw a massive rise up. Now, I have no idea what stemmed this like massive rise up. Potentially people were just out enjoying the sun. I mean, the weather's been beautiful in the UK. I'm not sure about anywhere else in the world, but the United Kingdom has been beautiful, and probably a lot of people have been enjoying the weather instead of actually trading on the stock market. Because me personally, I've been enjoying the weather. I've been, sunbathing, doing my thing. I've got a bit of sunburn on my arms, as you can see. So, I wouldn't be surprised if that's what's going on currently. And yeah, now one thing I wanted to bring up is the short data. And I said I'll do this at the start, but I sort of got a bit sidetracked with the graph. So the short interest data for NAKD, as you can see, we are currently sitting at 33% on Fintel. That is not including naked shorting, and that's something that I wanted to make clear from the very start. So the market volume, obviously 41 million yesterday, like quite low market volume, like compared to normal. The short volume is currently 13.8 million, and as we have seen. Now, I'm gonna stay on this part. So yesterday, right, the short volume was only 24%, which doesn't make sense really. And maybe that was just because they didn't take out as many shorts. But in honesty, 24%, it should be a lot higher than that in layman's terms, right? So we saw a rise back up today for 33%, which is crazy to think that it has risen by about 9% just in a day. So in my opinion, this was probably some, maybe an anomaly in the data pool. But as you can see, we've been above 30 the whole way through. In addition, something I wanted to really bring up and make very, very clear to you, you see this here, the naked short borrow fee rate. So this is the percentage of interest that short sellers are currently paying on NAKD stock when they short the stock. And as you can see, the current short borrow fee rate is 9.87%, which is significantly high. Now, the other day when I checked this, and you can check the last video, I'm not sure it was the last one, but I'll leave a card up there to my last video. But the naked short borrow fee rate was only 9%. So this has gone up 0.87%, and it means that there is a higher cost to borrow for shorting because the stock should not be a shorted stock. Like, imagine if you paid 9% interest on anything you took out, or any loan you took out. Like, it's not good. It's not good return for shorters to still be shorting this stock, but they still are because they are in deep, deep waters. And obviously the naked short shares available is currently 1.4 million, and that's about normal. I mean, the current volume at the moment is like 41 million. So, 1.4 million isn't too bad, but, we will probably see a rise in that during the day. Potentially, I don't know. I mean, it'll be interesting to see what happens here. But that was something that I wanted to just touch upon, and I will be getting all text for the next video. I'm going to ensure that I can get that data because it does provide a lot better sort of level 2 data of the short interest, and we can really dive deep into what's currently going on within NAKD, and we can understand things like the utilization of the stock of these short shares, and see what's really going on within these like sort of like what these hedge runners are doing really, and when they're implementing these shorts. So that being said, that is it from me today, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have all enjoyed this video. If you have, please remember to hit that like button and subscribe if you. It really helps the channel out. We're currently on the road to 2,000 subscribers, and if you all can get me over the line, I will appreciate it massively. Like, thank you all so much. And with that being said, take care, everyone.